Get you whack. 50 shots up in this Mac. Face shots to make the news. We just step when they relax. Group chats to get you tapped. Forehead up in my lap. When they pump, we run it back. Tell my youngin' cut no slack. Resume, I run up stats. 1,000 yards up in this flat. In the set, I'm like the draft. Taller standing like giraffes. I go stripes with a zebra, and I'm conscious when I lack. Goofy niggas, they be playing. Put your body on this mat. Give my youngin' half a stack. We just jug and do the math. Patriotic in my path. Hit the jail, we fuck the staff. I'm a gangster, but I rap. Now a Remy did the pap. Cause I really stand on business. Niggas acting like they that. Couple rookies with me ballin'. Bitches hit me, they be callin'. They go Hefe, he be all in. I just love they let the dog in. I just ballin' this ball main. Like tears with this hard pain. I been building a large name. Hit the streets with a guard game. I know niggas that try.
What's the good old big deal with the good old people? It's your boy, Young Aunt Hefe. Don't care about number what the check say. Make sure you go ahead and like and subscribe, because it don't cost you nothing. You press that button, and if you ring that notification bell, I'm going to bring you mail. What's the good old big deal? It's Hot Topics with your boy, Young Aunt Hefe, and I'm here to deliver you another one like the other one. Recipients of Hot Topics today will be yours truly, Sweetie, and Luce Cannon and Bricc Baby. So, from the day that Luce Cannon reached Pahrump, being fresh locked up, he was heavy on the content, trying to dismantle things and trying to place himself in a light of solidness. Just because you'll whoop somebody, pull a weapon out on somebody, shoot somebody, unalive them, that does not make you a gangster. Or wherever you want to fancy yourself, that at the end of the day, the result of that definition coincides with being just, you know what I'm saying? Being humble, you feel me? And just being yourself. So, I'm scrolling through Instagram this morning, and I run across a few segments, and I run across this phone call from Bricc Baby, and I run across this phone call from Luce Cannon. Now, like I always been saying, I knew everything about everything they doing was a play. It was a social media clown act to receive more views, you know. Although that was pointed out there that people spending content and trying to help their family, you can tell in a desperation need to generate some income that he's up to his own antics and spinning narratives and stories himself. So, with all these phone calls coming out, these lies about them almost getting into a fight with Big U about he be saying this, Big U be over there, and it's just tension in the unit, but you know, he don't want to go, so I don't go. We keep our shoes kept separate. All cap. Big U was in that thing a whole 30 days before you, and believe me, that guy got more influence than you, sir. So, what I was pointing at was a lot of stuff that was coming out of Luce Cannon mouth, and the phone calls that his girl was dropping trying to debunk 600, trying to go at 600. But in actuality, a lot of this stuff was debunking Bricc Baby and saying that Bricc Baby was all bad and saying that Bricc Baby was a snitch. From there, Luce Cannon took to social media after a few days, supposedly, of not talking to Sharice Mills. He get on camera, he gives her an account of how the jail been on lockdown and how the inmates that's shot callers in our running jail came to holler at him to make sure that everything was cool, calm and copacetic, and that whatever happened over there in the other unit wasn't going to spin over to this unit by way of their problems, to which he made it seem like he politicking and concluded the situation. Now, amongst, I want to say, this phone call, he also go into detail about how his hand is broke and how he had to put Bricc Baby out the cell, because when we was reading them court transcripts for Bricc Baby paperwork, it had it looking like that Bricc Baby was working with the feds, because he was saying, I'm getting tired of these people telling me what to do, blah, blah, blah. But come to find out from his mouth, that had nothing to do with the police. It was a custody battle, as we see that he was getting into it with a woman and kept tripping. We don't know if it's the new woman. We don't know if it's the old woman. But that's how he justified what happened. So I guess he also heard about this phone call about Luce Cannon saying all this, and Bricc Baby wasn't feeling it, man. Bricc Baby was not feeling this guy at all. You know what I'm saying? And now Bricc Baby is standing up and calling this guy a fraud. Although that big Bricc Baby was with the fraud attempts in the beginning and helping him out, trying to in furtherance, he said the wrong thing. Now he being outed. And y'all already know, man, it's the halfway and the half effect. We gonna commentate.
That's eight.
Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but we have a very, very, very special guest calling you right now.
Okay.
What up, Bricc?
Yo, what's the deal with the home team? What y'all got going on, man?
Oh, you know, not a lot going on here. The typical stuff. Suspect is arguing with our other news hosts. You know what? You watch the news. You know what it's like.
Hey, the Gerb doing what the Gerb do.
You know?
Exactly.
You know? No cap. Nigga said I don't want to fight. I got up, opened the door, and said, follow me outside. He ain't moved. You know how it be.
Oh God.
Regular.
That's what Luce Cannon just did.
That's good. Can we talk about that?
Wait, what happened?
Oh, man, that's the crazy part. Luce Cannon sitting here lying online. His hand ain't broke. You know what I mean? I never was his celly. I don't know how the hell he talk about he moved me out the cell. Nigga ain't never moved me out the cell a day in their life unless it was blood and holes inside a nigga body, man. Then when I find out he lying online, I tell him to come on here, come upstairs and get that good old ass whooping. He calls the scene in the day room, man. The next day he out of here, man. I ain't gonna call it a roll up. I don't know, but we still right here, cool in the real gangland. The score is still right here, man. You know what I mean?
Hey, how you holding up, Bricc?
I'm doing good. I've been working back out. I done gained like 15 pounds already.
We already know how you get, nigga. Nigga come out the county, nigga, looking like little Big Meech and shit.
Hey, I'ma look like I was here, man. I'm eating all my zooms and whams, man. You know what I'm saying? I'ma go up for another bill in a couple of months, man. I'ma let them get over the fact that I ain't the one they looking for real quick, man. You know what I mean?
How you feeling as far as your body? Because you know we do what we do when we on the outside. You know, that was the only thing I was really worried about. I know you can handle yourself in jail. I know a nigga want to be back with his family, but I know how that shit get when you go from off the streets and they lock your ass in that cage. How you feeling now?
Hey, you hear me? I'm back right. And then you already know they got little tweakers here. You know what I mean? It'll be all right, man. You know.
Yeah, you ain't gotta say no more, nigga.
Yeah. It's all love. They probably, only get 10 minutes at a time. I was 5 minutes in when I called y'all, man. No Jumper, the coolest podcast in the world. On to the home team, man.
Thanks, free that nigga.
We're thinking about you, Bricc. Free Bricc.
Yeah, free Bricc.
Appreciate
Man,
you,
good looking, bro.
Anytime, man.
Good looking.
All right.
Okay, now, there it is there. Y'all heard it with y'all own ears. Y'all seen it with y'all own eyes. So, Bricc Baby calls in to No Jumper. Don't know if this was a scheduled phone call, but however he called and while the guys was having New Jumper news. So, a few words was exchanged, and right on clue, Bricc Baby drops the bomb and get to talking about Luce Cannon. Like, y'all been hearing what's going on out there on the internet? Everybody like, yeah. He like, yeah, I don't know what this sucker talking about. Talking about he ain't moved me out the cell. We was never cellies and he never broke his hand. All along, I'm not surprised because I knew all of this was a play. I told you guys that he wasn't Luce, that Luce Cannon and Bricc wasn't Sally's. Bricc was in MDC LA a whole 30 days before Luce Cannon came, and he wasn't about to be in the cell 30 days by himself. They would have been brought somebody through and been merged him in the cell with somebody. That is federal law. Now, being that he was there for the 30 days, if it's a cool police on the floor that's for that quarter, they looking up your case, you know, they like who you is as the individual, you know, they want to associate themselves with that, they definitely be cool. You definitely have some cool ones, and you can get away with a whole bunch by way of not just fronting them off. So, I wonder what's to come next, and he already dropped a phone call trying to debunk what Bricc Baby said. But, you know, it's BS to me. It's cap. You know what I'm saying? And you got to hold Bricc Baby accountable, too, because, like I said, Bricc Baby was right there, right along for the antics with Luce Cannon. He wasn't doing as much as them, but anytime Luce Cannon needed him or wanted to call him, somebody, he came right through that phone, hopped on the phone. Hey, sis, what's going on, sis? Oh, yeah, you know this and that, because I could play audios with Bricc coming out of his mouth like, yeah, you know, we Sally's, you know, yeah, I had to pull them strings, you know, bro came here, I couldn't have it no other way. From that opened up, I guess, a gate, a friendship, because Sharice Mills, you know what I'm saying, got to getting on one, doing content, dropping loose content as well as trying to sell merchandise for this man. Dropping his content as well as trying to sell merchandise for this man. And when you doing this content, that's another thing I'll be pointing at with Luce Cannon. He just be doing too much, and it's gonna get him in trouble because he debunks a lot of things, talk about a lot of things, spins and places his own narratives on these things. And people are not going for that when it comes to their identity and or person. But what I would like to say amongst all this, although I knew it was a play, they both was playing games, they been had actions at getting at each other. So I don't know why there'd be any yelling in the day room for the police to see, and the police themselves separating people, because I'm pretty sure this is how this matter went. Bricc Baby heard all this. Bricc Baby, you know what I'm saying, was finally fed up, said he wouldn't pull down on Luce Cannon, told Luce Cannon, come upstairs, come get this work. You know, I'm about to beat your ass. Luce Cannon allegedly never showed or walked up them stairs, but elected to be in the day room yelling at the top of his voice about how tough he is and on 6-0 and nigga, we gonna get you, I ain't turning nothing down and blah, blah, blah. That is PC. If I come to you like, hey, bro, what's up? You did such and such. I ain't feeling that, bro. I need a fade. We gonna get down. And you, hey, nigga, we gonna do that. It's gonna have me looking like, whoa. And in them instances, if Bricc Baby was close, Bricc Baby supposed to flight it off. As soon as he started getting crazy and historical, when you told him like a gentleman and told him firm, copacetic, you know what I'm saying? And he chose to take that stance. Oh, yes, up. I'm blazing right there. We will both be in the hole. And that's just how that part would have went. But like I've been telling y'all, this shit all been a play, man. It all been for games. We're going to get into the rest of this content. And you already know it's the half weight and the half effect. We're going to commentate.
Speaking now.
Hello?
Yeah, what now? Okay, go ahead before the phone cut off. What you say again?
Bricc Baby was on No Jumper saying how you ran from a fade from him.
Yeah, okay. Hold on, Jap. Hold on. Tell her what happened. Hey, TK. Hello.
Yeah, hello?
Yeah. So, Bricc Baby got on the phone and found out some shit about the interview Cannon did. They get into a little verbal argument in the day room. Niggas go upstairs, niggas talked about it, went to the yard, talked about it, and everything was squashed. The very next day, me and Cannon get rolled up to the next floor. Out of nowhere. So it's like, nigga, no, ain't no fade got offered. Niggas didn't turn no fade down. Niggas didn't roll ourselves up. Nigga, y'all must have told the police something because they got out of nowhere. Me and Cannon both get sent upstairs. We was Sally's downstairs. They called both our names, sent us up here.
So,
we hang up.
That's crazy. So
Paul.
they said some words.
Paul.
It was done, and then that's it.
Hold on real quick. The police on some whole shit. Yeah. Hey, this is his Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, CK. The nigga Bricc said that we came up here because we rolled it up. Yeah, in fact. He's a goofy, super goofy. Baby.
Mm-hmm.
Bricc Baby is a real life goofy.
But why? I thought y'all squashed it. I thought everything was cool. All of a
It
sudden
was
now he's
not.
running content.
Yeah, he's trying to run content that what's asking. Hey, I
Yes.
hey, hey, wasn't Bricc just telling me to contact him through the vent yesterday or the other day? Yeah, to talk to him. Like I don't know what's wrong with he goofy. If he come up here we good.
Cannon.
Yeah, no, if man, I don't know why he playing games. That's goofy. Hello?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Yeah, that's the most ever.
Well, I don't understand it. I thought it was kind of interesting, especially because you honored and was like, listen, if you feel some type of way about the audio call, I'll have my wife take it down. Even though you explained that it was a whole custody thing and towards the end, but I just feel like people just didn't care or they didn't listen to it and they just got in their feelings. It is what
Yeah.
it is. You didn't lie. It's what people are saying on the internet anyways. What difference does it
Yeah,
make?
yeah. He's goofy, but now it's like he wanted to talk
Well,
or
now I'm gonna put back up the audio. I'm putting it right back up. I'm taking down all their t-shirts off the website. All that is out the window. She ain't a part of the damn show because they playing games. All that's gonna be squashed. It's done. It's dead because people want to play games and act like they kumbaya with you, but they really not. And she literally just texted me the other day asking, "Hey, how you doing? How's the baby?" Mind you, knowing you did all of this. Come on now, don't play with me.
It's a cold game, Carter. As I always say, y'all seen it with your own eyes, y'all heard it with your own ears. Now, I don't know why people mad. So, it looks like they got into it, in fact, over these phone calls that Luce Cannon been placing. So, obviously, it looked like Bricc Baby had spoke with him or pressed about the verbal and words that he used surrounding his character. So I guess Luce Cannon was like, man, I wasn't talking about you, but if you feel it's bothering you or I was on some funny stuff with you, I'll take the situation down. But I just think Bricc Baby got tired of having to come with all these narratives from dudes, you know what I'm saying? Now, because next he was going to have Bricc Baby on that phone call lying about how he broke his arm. Like, hey, man, then I break my hand like this on this buster. Ooh. Like, bro, you have to be as delusional as Luce Cannon and whoever choose to ride with him or merge themselves behind him. You have to be as slow and mentally distraught as him. Because it's been a play the whole time. He been the one playing games. Now they saying that Bricc Baby hopping on his phone call to clear his name, saying that he ain't no rat, and Luce Cannon never pressed on him, and they never was Sally's to begin with. Now this, I'm taking the t-shirts down. I'm not cool with his wife. Or they not cool with you. They player hate this and that. Like, no. These content games that y'all playing, y'all the one playing games. Y'all the ones keep on spinning false narratives, you know what I'm saying? And if it is anything to have validity to it and truth, y'all putting y'all own extra content along with it. And people not feeling that, friend or not, because if you a friend of mine and you value my friendship, you wouldn't be getting on this social media space saying some crazy stuff. So now after they get into it, somehow, some way, police catch wind. Off the bat, police split them up. Being that Bricc Baby was there the longest, more than likely they allow you to stay on that floor. It looked like Luce Cannon and his Sally had to go packing and go to another floor. So now they went from the 5th floor to the last floor to the 9th floor. When I was there, the 9th floor was not a place you wanted to be. The games they was playing up there, how they was running their political structure, I would have been blew it up and been out there. And like all BS people, we call them bullshit niggas, was the people housed on that 9th floor. Now, that's where it seemed like where he at. It seemed like he's having a good time, a parlay, because he's saying that's where everybody at. So after him and Bricc Baby got into it, I guess the police separated the two. You know what I'm saying? Hearing Luce County getting loud, probably hearing an argument like, oh, no, you knew over here anyway. Let's get you up out of here. He get moved. He go to another floor. It's being said that he rolled it up. He tap in with his wife. He also bring 30. He also bring C-Cat from Harlem 30s to the phone, amongst other people, to furthermore stamp what he's saying. And from what C-Cat was saying, it was just basically like, hey, Bricc Baby heard a phone call. He went up to Luce Cannon. They asked him about it. From there, they started going back and forth. That created a big commotion. Police station right there in the day room, right inside the unit. It's in there with the door open, so they definitely can hear all the commotion unless you just got some earphones on or just drowned out in that community or somebody at the door talking to you. You know what I'm saying? You have to be busy to miss the sounds of things that's going along. So they get into it. After they get into it, out the blue, Luce Cannon has to move and or bust to move. So he moved and they move his Sally. They on a different floor. And now people's calling in. They on a different floor. Now Luce Cannon on the phone telling his girlfriend what happened. He said he ain't turned down nothing. He was ready to squabble Bricc. And he feeling like Bricc dropped the kite on him. And he got other people around to secondhand motion that. Which I don't think Bricc dropped no kite. I think it went exactly as it happened. They could have got down, didn't get down. Bricc Baby might have said something. Y'all know how Luce Cannon be acting crazy, how he get loud. Luce Cannon got loud. From there, got the police in their business. Look both them guys' name up. Before this escalate and get any bigger, police chose to move Luce Cannon. I guarantee you that's how that went. Been there, been through that many a times. With that being said, I'm going to conclude this there. It's your boy, Young and Hefe. Don't care about number what the check say. Make sure you go ahead and like and subscribe because it don't cost you nothing to press that button. And if you ring that notification bell, I'm going to bring you mail.
I know you capping. Man, I might make some nigga mad with this shit here, right? But I don't give a fuck. I'm going to keep it real. Man, half of these niggas around here the police. And y'all got them hanging out with you. Half of these niggas that got on the stand, my nigga, and testified on niggas, right? But them y'all homeboys. They come home, y'all celebrate them. Y'all got them at boo, coo, this, all this shit come around. That's why I don't fuck with these niggas. Cause them be the same niggas that got them gonna get on the stand and testify against your ass when y'all here in the streets. See, that's why I got the way, dog. It ain't nothing out here but niggas gonna tell on each other. Get on the stand and testify. Oh, it's niggas around here done testified on niggas. I got paperwork, niggas done testified, got on the stand on niggas, and don't even got nothing to do with the motherfucking case. That's how scared these niggas is around here. Fuck they talking about. It can happen though.